Make no mistake, this technology will change everything, as electricity did for mankind a number of years ago. So the next few minutes could change everything. To give you an idea what zero-point energy is, it was discovered by Einstein and theorized back in 1913, where there was some evidence of something below the subatomic structure, some renewable source of energy that's smaller than anything we could ever imagine. Einstein theorized this and was later proven. And the best way to kind of give you an idea of how to actually visualize this zero-point energy, I'm sure that if you could had a very, very powerful micron microscope and look at perhaps the book on your desk and look down through the molecular structure of the book and then down to the cellular structure and then down to the atomic structure, which many of us know through the school days of looking at the neutrons, the atoms, and the electrons and neutrons swirling around the nucleus. Well, below that is subatomic structure. Without getting into quantum theory, quantum physics, and talking about quarks and all kinds of other little tiny things, there is something below that subatomic level. There's a huge reservoir of energy. That's the zero-point energy. That's where this technology is coming from. And Amega Global has harnessed and captured just a little bit of that technology. We call it AMized fusion technology. To give you an idea of how it manifests itself through our bodies, take a look at the human body that has 70 trillion cells in our bodies. And see how on the left-hand side, a normal cell, and on the right-hand side, if one of these cells has been energized or passed through AMized fusion technology. You know, I'd like to give credit what credit is due and start the presentation with a quote from Thomas Edison. And to really give credit what credit is due, my good friend Dr. Marla provided me with this quote from Thomas Edison, that the doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will interest her or his patients in the care of the human frame, in a proper diet, and the cause and prevention of disease. So how many of the call out there want to opt out of healthcare and opt into self-care? Well, that's what it's all about. We're going to be talking about energy and the self-care revolution that's so important today. Now, Thomas Edison, of course, was one of our primary inventors of the last century. And who would have thought that if Thomas Edison was sitting in your living room and said, gee, we could run some wires in your attic and a switch on that wall and get light up your house and light up the house of your neighbor and your neighborhood and your city. Well, you probably thought that he'd be crazy. But you know, the Earth has a magnetic field. And there's a magnetic field around every living thing on this planet. And just like if the Earth didn't have a magnetic field surrounding it, the energy from the sun would destroy all life. Well, just like the Earth has a magnetic field, so do our bodies. All living organisms have a magnetic field surrounding them, the bioenergetic field. The human body is no exception. It has a bioenergetic field that protects us from all kinds of harmful energies, toxins, radiation, and the balance and the unhindered flow of energy are so important to our overall health and wellness. As our organs and our bodies function dependently and interdependently, we must ensure these fields remain undistorted, and this will open up new opportunities for diagnosis and treatment. Now, the body has 10 fields of energies. The brain is kind of like a computer, a transit cop. We don't have to be told where to chew, where to swallow, and digest our food. The body fields within our cells take this information from what? Energy fields from the brain and from our bodies to perform these essential bodily functions. So the head, the neck and shoulders, the throat, all of these are body energy fields that provide us with the energy that we need to sustain life. Now, the excellent management team with the company is not a brand new company. The company was formed as a business consortium in 2004. It was launched in Singapore in 2006. And I tell you what, you know, it's combined over 30 years of business, finance, manufacturing, and personal development. And in the last 4 years, it achieved just huge exponential growth with now over 640,000 business associates and 1.6 million customers worldwide. Now, I didn't get that backwards. There are literally 3 times as many satisfied Amega Global customers that are partaking in the products and the life-giving energy and self-care approach of all of these Amega Global products, and our business associates who are actually selling the product. So, just in the last 4 years, with over 640,000 business associates and 1.6 million customers, it truly is an international company. Now, with over 17 offices and product sales, and now over 130 countries, we have 5,000 stockists. Now, a stockist is a local facility or a warehouse, and actually warehouses and then distributes all of the Amega Global products. And I might tell you right now that Amega Global manufactures and distributes all of their products. Unlike many companies that outsource their manufacturing or outsource their distribution, Amega Global manufactures and distributes everything within the Amega Global family. So with 17 offices all over the world, in Canada, in Dubai, in Sri Lanka, South Africa, Australia, no matter where you may have a contact, no matter where you are on this planet, there's an Amega Global office not too far away. As recently as just last month, opened up in Passaic City in the Philippines and in the UK in London.